Hi guys, now this is a sort of a different video, but it's more down to this one's sort of a video on the main purpose I started doing videos on this for YouTube, and it's about my condition and my health and liver disease and its awareness. Now on Monday I watched the JK files, which was going on about binge drinking. Obviously it's a major problem and we need to be aware of that, and now the obviously relating to binge drinking, obviously it's going to relate to about liver disease, and he came up with a figure in the program about 37% of our alcohol, of all liver diseases, are alcohol related. That means 63% are not actually alcohol related at all, which begs the question for me, is that not a lot of people know about these conditions because there's not a lot of awareness about these conditions. I've sent last year, as soon as I was fit enough and able enough, I was sending my story to news articles, such as the local newspaper, the Dis Express. You can look it up online. They did my story quite happily. It went to the Daily Mail. They didn't put it in their paper, they put it online. And again, you can look that up just by typing my name in. And yeah, those were good. And then I wanted to take it further because I felt this needs more and more awareness. So I went forward and submitted it to This Morning, ITV News, ITV News Angular, Look East, BBC, but I got nothing. Now, compared to some of the stories that, especially like the local news, was going on about, it was quite disheartening because I felt in myself that if it was about I've had 6 transplants and I've drunk myself to that state, I would have got a lot more attention, and because it would have been a lot more controversial. I just feel that it doesn't feel like that people want to raise awareness about the other side of liver disease. And the problem with that is that I don't then blame people when they come and ask me, is it down to alcohol? I was asked that at 14 years old. 14. I was first asked that by someone who basically had cirrhosis and was an alcoholic. Now, back then, as a 14-year-old, I was going mad over that, because how could you think that that a 14-year-old kid would drink himself to death and do it 3 times? But then, when I sat back and look at it and I grew up a bit more, I realised it's not their fault. It's not anyone's fault, because they just don't know. They just don't know themselves, because the media don't really want to look at this. They only sort of talk about liver disease when they want to talk about the problem with binge drinking and how people end up in hospital and take up bed spaces because of binge drinking and put themselves in hospital and cost the NHS millions of pounds. Trust me, I've met many people, many alcoholics that have been in there, and most of them that come in, they are quite they come to me and they're sort of, one is shock a little bit, and then 2, they take responsibility for what they've done. And in that case, I don't get angry with them. I give them all the advice in the world, because I sit there having 6 and been there, done that, been through it all, know everything pretty much there is to know about how to deal with liver disease. Will help them and give them advice about how to live with it, as I would do with any patient. The ones that sort of sit there and try and blame everyone else but themselves and don't take responsibility for themselves, I just sort of ignore them now. I don't even really get angry with them anymore. But it is disheartening, because even though I still get asked this same question, which just shows to me there's no awareness really about non-alcohol related liver diseases, and every time I try and raise awareness about it, I get nowhere. In terms of TV shows and that, I get nowhere. That's why I turned to AFTV to help me. That's why I've turned to YouTube myself and doing YouTube myself to help me. Because I feel that's the only way that's going to work. That and doing the uni. I mean, I'm at the university at the minute, at the University of Suffolk, and they're doing. They let us do a presentation about child liver disease and spot the early signs of liver disease, which is there to help medical professionals spot it, especially sort of midwives, when you've got new mums come with the symptoms, and they can spot it straight away. So it's sort of like you're on your own trying to raise awareness, which is frustrating. It really is frustrating. I mean, another example last year was the BBC did a programme at King's College Hospital in London, and that's the main hospital I go to. It's the liver specialist. It's the #1 liver centre in the world for children. So I thought that would be brilliant. The first part was all about liver disease, so I thought that'd be brilliant. I could get on there, watch it, and see what they've got to say. They didn't mention it once. Not once. They went near the liver centre. They went somewhere with alcohol problems, which summed it up really. And I got really angry and made a massive complaint about it. So yeah, I think this is why I'm against, like I said, turning to YouTube, because I feel it's the only way. If I think the only thing I can say is that if you agree with the way I feel, then let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, share this video out, because I want to raise awareness. I want to get more awareness, so the sort of questions and labels that I get sort of stop, so that not everyone's judgmental when they see the other side, and then this world will be a better place. So yeah, like I said, leave a like, subscribe, share it out, share this content out, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon.